You're good.
Check.
Just tell me when I need to talk to him, all right?
Talk right now. We're on.
Is there a light in here? It's a little dark, no? Yeah, there we go.
You're on.
Aren't we coming in after the intro, Dan?
Yes. This is a delay. You're on.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Alumni Field here in Littleton, Massachusetts. I'm here with a great friend of mine, William Allen, and we're here today to give you your Littleton Tigers versus the visiting Murdock Blue Devils. Well, we walked past Murdock's bench there, and we thought, hey, Littleton might have a chance for this one. So, we're thinking this is going to be a good game, and it's going to start up front for these Tigers here. They got to get that run game going because the pass game just hasn't been there for them, so they got to run the ball to win. And, well, it's such a beautiful night here at Alumni Field. Just happy to be here and happy to be announcing this game. And, hopefully the Tigers can get their second win of the season here.
Ball fielded by Cole.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better there, Benjamin. Beautiful night here. Always good to be back at Alumni, announcing some good old foosball. And like you said, I think we have a good game on our hands here. Looks like two evenly matched teams looking to get a win on the schedule. And should be a good battle start to finish, so buckle up.
Yeah, I know the last time this Littleton Tigers team played Murdock, just about mollywopped them. I think it was 40-some-odd to single digits some odd. And, you just have to hope for the same result here as Branko gets his plan, runs into the huddle, and he's getting ready to run the first play from scrimmage for the Tigers. So we'll see. We'll see what this game has in store.
Yeah, and on my way in, I drove past the team huddle with Justin Leonard in the middle, getting these boys fired up. I think this one means a lot to them. And I think you're going to see a dedicated and motivated Tigers.
They start with a double pass, and it's
an incomplete pass. All right.
But you have to applaud the creativity there. This Tigers team known for running the option play or running it up the middle. So when they do a little double pass like that, a little excitement. Like to see those plays come in from Coach Leonard. A little. Look like what we saw when KC was playing Detroit. Some trickery there, huh?
Yeah. Second and 10. Run up the middle.
Tough sledding up front.
Now we face a third and long here in the first drive.
Yeah.
This is where we're really going to see what Littleton's made of tonight. These third and longs, if you can convert these, this is just demoralizing for our defense, and it might get to them here early. I mean, the sooner that the Tigers can get under this Murdock skin and get them out of this game, both mentally and physically, the better off they're going to be.
Another run up the middle, same play.
What a good run. A good run. For about, maybe 6-7 yards. 6-7.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe 8.
I mean, you got to go for this, right, Ben? I mean, early on, just set the tone.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Especially, if you're the Tigers, these games have been getting out of hand pretty quickly, so you might as well give it your best chance up front. They go with the QB keeper, and he's got it. And he's still on his feet.
I'll tell you what, man, this Branko guy's got some acceleration to him.
Yeah. He's an athletic kid. Well, we saw him last year at wide receiver. This year he's turning into quarterback, doing a service to this team. Someone had to step up, fill that position. And it's going to be the captain, Branko. And, he's done a pretty good serviceable job back there, considering the other factors that go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's stuffed.
Gets stuffed.
Tries
to fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. That's going to be the difference for the Tigers. Can they win the battle up front? Can they run this ball? Can they run block? And I hate to repeat myself from just a little while before, but Will and I, we walked past the Murdock bench. I mean, they seemed like they were on the smaller side, if anything. So we're thinking maybe Littleton can get some movement up front here and start moving this ball. Not a bad drive so far as the refs are chatting about something.
Maybe a little extracurricular after the play. Is this? That's what it's looking
Oh,
at.
yeah. Personal foul.
Murdock, move the chains.
I think that's going to be 15 yards. Nice little break there from the Tigers.
Absolutely. You go from a second and about 15 to, moving the ball up 15 yards across your own 50-yard line. So good little swing there for the Tigers. Hopefully they take advantage. I will say it looks like Justin Leonard has come out firing here. He looks like he's in his bag as far as the play call goes. So hopefully he keeps this up and we don't see the reoccurring theme of, run a cool, a couple cool plays to start the game and then back to up the middle every single time.
Yeah.
So as they run up the middle for 1 yard, 2nd and 9.
Harvey with the carry. Tackle made by Ricardo.
It is a beautiful night, Will. Sorry to interrupt you, and I know I already mentioned this, but there is a little chill to the air. Just a little chill. I would say the first really chilly game we've had so far. So, we'll see. We'll see. Does the weather impact the game here? Do players have a harder time holding on to the ball? Does it affect the kicking game? We're just going to have to find out, ladies and gents. The only way you're going to do that is if you stick right here on LCTV.
I think if the weather has anything to do with this ball game, it's going to be the mental toll. Which team can last the battle of attrition all the way to that final whistle of the fourth quarter? Because, we played in these cold games together. Eventually, it just gets to you. So which team's going to fight till the very end? And ladies and gentlemen, we do want to give a little shout out to tonight's sponsor, DiNapoli's Pizza. Go ahead and scan that QR code while you're at it. Get you a nice little slice of cheese, maybe pepperoni if you're feeling, dangerous. You could throw some meat lovers on there.
Maybe even anchovies.
But yeah, get yourself some little slice of pie, and should be there by halftime. So
a little pass out here to Fitzgerald. Past the 20-yard line up to the 21, 22. Good little play there. Well, you mentioned battle of attrition. And I would say, for at least the first time this season, the Murdock bench is definitely bigger than Littleton's, but, kind of comparable. Not really. Never mind. I would say it's about twice the size of Littleton's bench, and that plays into it. You got to get some subs in this game. And, the Tigers, they unfortunately haven't had that luxury. You got to get some more kids into the program here. So they run it to Fitzgerald again, and he's swallowed. No gain or a loss of one, either of the two.
That was a pretty sloppy exchange there in the backfield. Looks like there was some confusion between the quarterback and running back as to where that transaction was going to take place with the football. But, yeah, causes a 1-yard loss in the backfield there. And now the Tigers are behind the chains here on their opponent's about 20-yard line.
See what they have. They go 3 by 1. 3 on the far side as Branko tucks this one himself, and it's going to get a nice little gain out of it.
Good little QB design run there. Get Branko out in space. It's always a recipe for success here. And, yeah, pretty good drive here from the Tigers to start. This is a crucial third down, but got to imagine you got 2 plays here. So, honestly, if I'm Coach Leonard, I know we always rag on him for running it up the middle, but now's not a bad time to do that, especially if you know that you're going for it on 4th down. You have 2 plays here, so see what you can get.
Yeah, we'll see if they do just that.
Yep.
That looks like what they're going to do. Fitzgerald looks like he gets it in 1 and then some.
Nice ground and pound, pedal to the metal. Run up the middle there by Fitzgerald. Picks up a good gang, and Tigers are looking at 1st and goal here on the first drive of the game.
Yeah. And it all stems down to that 4th down. That 4th and short that they converted. See if they can take advantage of that, and hopefully that aggression pays off here as they're nearing down to the 5-yard line, maybe the 6. Fitzgerald, they're just riding him like a bell cow. Oh, he's in.
He gets in.
He gets in, Will. And the Tigers are up 6-0. Exactly the start they needed. Two key things on that drive. I just talked about that. Fourth down kind of speak for itself. Fourth and short, you got to go for that in your own territory. Good move by Leonard. Ballsy pays off. But then also that 15-yard personal foul by Murdock. A little more momentum for Littleton. And look what they do with it. They put it in the back of the end zone. And they're going to come out here and kick the extra point with Branco. He's usually pretty money with the XPs, but we'll have to see.
Every point matters in a game like this, so let's make sure this one boots through before we start celebrating here on the Littleton sideline. As it gets through.
Nice.
Good kick by Branco.
And a good hold, too. That might have been Fitzgerald holding it.
Just a line drive beamer.
But it does the job.
Not messing around at all.
And that's exactly what the Tigers needed. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
You know, that's a drive right there that I think Littleton's going to look back on film and definitely dissect about what went right. And not too many things went wrong, so that's a good drive there for the Tigers to start this game. Hopefully they can build on that, turn some offense into defense here, and get the ball right back.
Yeah.
Let's not let these Murdock, what are they, the Blue Devils?
Yeah.
Let's not let these chumps hang around for long.
Oh. Yeah. Absolutely. That was definitely one for the memory banks for Littleton. And they keep in mind, they started out that drive with a little double pass. Coach Leonard changing things up a little bit. It's a nice little change from a gut run. That's for sure. But now let's see what this defense got. Can they, offense went out there, did their job. They came out. First drive of the game, went right down the field, scored. Now let's see if the defense can pick up their side of the ball.
Good kick from Branco.
Oh,
there's some trickery.
Oh, but they drop it, and it's just a little too cute there. You saw Murdock try to do a little ditzy doodle dumb, and it does not work out. They fumble the handoff, and it ends up right at the 15-yard line. That's not great field position. That ball was kicked to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you anymore there. And, with Murdock there, it looks like they're pressing on their heels a little bit early after that first drive. I don't see any other reason why you'd try some trickery like that on the opening kickoff for your offense. I mean, you wanted to get them good field position. Now you're backed up in your own territory. It looks like they're already backs against the wall here.
Yeah, we'll see what they come out with. That's a nice play right there into the flat. A little rollout.
Wow.
It's going to pick up the first down and about 5 or 6 more.
Interesting. It looks like this could be a bit of an air raid offense, Ben. What do you think? And
Yeah.
I'm seeing some fast, tiny little slot receivers, and I'm seeing a quarterback number 12 who doesn't look half bad as far as the eye test goes.
Yeah. You never know what this offense is going to come out run. I mean, you saw the Tigers run that double pass. That's not their identity. So we'll see. We'll see how Murdock continues to attack. Pull down, number 12 goes down there.
Looking like he's, a pocket passer. I think we could all come to that conclusion after watching him scramble there for negative yards.
And I believe that was going to be Andrew Harvey on the tackle there, number 6, the DB, coming up to make that stop on the quarterback. Number 12s, they don't have a great reputation of being mobile. They like to step up in the pocket and fire the ball. At least the number 12 that I know.
They've come out in this little 2-by-1 shotgun formation each of the last 3 plays. So as they hand it to, I think it was number 8.
Yeah.
Number 8. Who is that? Let's see here. We got Samuel Aboyi. Oh, excuse me, number 4. Looks like actually, and that's gonna be Nate Tatea. Nate Tatea with the carry there.
Yeah, Tigers getting some push up front, man. This is really nice to see. Really nice to see. We got 3rd and long here. About 3rd and 8. And this would be a big stop for the Tigers. Now, if Murdock doesn't get this on 3rd down here, do you almost expect him to go for it on 4th? We're going to have to find out. A little sidearm sling.
Runs backwards.
Yeah. You know, well, that play reminded me of when the Patriots played the Pittsburgh Steelers. Last play of the game, you pass it on out to Pop Douglas, and he goes backwards. And it looked like he had the 1st down. It's pretty similar there, and it's going to bring up about 4th and 5, 4th and 6.
That's going to bring on the punt team? Or I know they just brought in a new group of players, and it's looking like the punt team to me.
Yeah, they are huddling now, which is interesting. It's interesting to see the punt team huddling if this is the punt team.
We got Branco back, so it looks like they're selling out for the punt here. Number 12, the QB, must be the punter. It's very similar to what we have here at Littleton with Branco.
That's going to be the captain, Wyatt Neely, number 1, running off the field for Murdock. A couple of substitutions here for Littleton, too. Number 70 comes in the game. That's going to be Jackson McCurdy, 6'4", 200. Yeah, get him in there. Let's see what he has at 6'4", 200.
So it's not going to be number 12, the QB. That's going to be
long
number
huddle.
15.
Suspiciously long, but they go with a kick, and it's not a great one, but it gets a Murdock bounce past the 35 to the 36. But a great stop for Littleton nonetheless, and if you can get up 2 scores here, wow. That would be really something, Will. That would be something that we haven't quite seen thus far. Tigers up by 2 possessions. So we'll see what they have on this drive. Let's see what Leonard busts out.
With 2:20 left in the quarter here on a Friday night under the lights at Alumni Field. The Littleton Tigers looking to put another statement on the board and bust this one open early.
Yeah.
And you know, I would really like to see that for the Tigers here, because there's not too many games this season where they've gotten some of these players who sit on the sidelines here, and you know, the 2nd, 3rd stringers. I'd like to see some of those guys get in the game, get some experience, because eventually they're going to be forced into action, so you're going to want them ready to go.
Yeah.
As the Tigers call their first time out of the game.
They call a timeout, Will, and I'm about to sink my teeth into a little D Napoli pie. Speaking of our game sponsor, D Napoli. Great pie over there, 978-486-8050. Even better, scan that QR code.
Why don't you give that sucker a bite there and let the audience know what you're thinking?
Well, it's a little cold, but it's good flavor. You can't judge a pie fairly if it's a little chilly.
Break it down into 3 sections. You got the bread, you got the sauce, and you got the cheese. Let's go one by one.
Crust, great crust, thin crust. If you're a thick crust person, you're probably going to like it too. Sauce, not a sweet sauce, a little bit more savory.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I'm more of a savory sauce kind of a guy. If you are a sweet sauce person, this is probably right up your alley too. And that cheese, it's a 3-cheese blend. Parmesan, looks like mozzarella too. Maybe even Colby Jack.
And what's that? What's the sauce to cheese ratio looking like there?
I think that's what sets D Napoli up the best. Their ratios.
They've
Great
perfected
crust to
the
cheese to
ratio.
sauce ratio.
You know, sometimes a good ratio can really make up for a bad sauce or a bad cheese.
Absolutely. As the Murdock sideline, excited about something. Oh, never mind. That's the ball. I thought it was a
Looks
flag.
like we got number 1 and number 7 for the Tigers strolling onto the field right now. That's going to be Damian Soar and Justin Casey. So Haven't seen these two on the field very much so far this game.
You know, I like this Damian Soar kid. He's made a couple of plays. He's caught a deep ball on offense. He's a freshman. He's also come up to make a couple of tackles as a smaller size DB. I like what I'm seeing out of him. I think he has a bright future as he gets the ball here in the flat, and there he goes.
Wow. Damian Soar, Johnny on the spot. Gets the wide receiver screen and takes it for about 12 yards. Showed some shake and bake there.
He's good.
And it looks like Justin Leonard says, yeah, I seen enough. I'm going to keep you on the field, big fella.
Oh, yeah. Speedy number 1 receiver. Kind of reminds me of Jamison Williams. For the Detroit Lions. Now let's see what the Tigers have first and 10.
Little busted play. That's the second time that's happening. You know, Braco makes something out of nothing there. But let me tell you what. The Tigers need to clean it up in the backfield here because that's at least the second exchange that's gone awry.
But you know what? It's a good sign that they were able to fumble that snap and still get a 9-yard gain out of it. You got to love it.
I'll tell you what, man. I want this ball to go back to old Damian Soar here. That was about the most exciting play we'd seen all night. That kid took off, and, you know, I thought for a second there he might have a glimpse of taking that one all the way to the house.
That would have been crazy. They handed it up again. Testing their luck, and the second effort from Fitzgerald might have just got him to the promised land. And it is going to move the chains. And, you know, well, I have to agree with you. Get it to Damian Soar. I want his hands sore after this game. From the ball. Nothing else. Just the ball. And it's going to be a timeout. I think it's a Murdock timeout. Maybe. Oh, injury timeout for the Murdocks. But it was quick. He limped off, so hopefully nothing too serious there. You don't want to see any players injured. Littleton are visiting. It's just not a good sight to see. So hopefully he's fine there on the Murdock sideline.
It's like time expires here in the first quarter.
But it doesn't matter.
Littleton Tigers stay in control, up 7-0 against the Murdock Blue Devils.
7-0, Will.
In opponent's territory, looking to make this a 2-score game. It's not often we see Littleton go up 2 scores.
Nope. Nope, it's a good sight to see. Tigers, I mean, they've been running this ball. Murdock, this is seeming like it might shape up to be a good game here. Now, if the Tigers can keep their foot on the pedal, maybe it's a different story. So I'm curious to see, you know, if Justin Leonard settles back into his old habits of running the ball, because he's getting a little comfortable up here. First quarter done, 7-0. Maybe you get a little comfortable. You start running this ball like normal again. Or does he keep the aggression up, try to put this sucker away, get up by a few possessions? Quick shout out here to our team at LCTV. Unfortunately, Mark Croy absent today, so we got Damon Abetz running the helm. He's on the computer. He's doing a great job with that. And, of course, upstairs on the camera, we have Miss Judy Reed doing her thing, shooting a great game, not missing a beat up there. So shout out to them. They always do a great job as Littleton runs forward for about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a lot of people behind the scenes here that don't get enough credit here at LCTV that make this thing go, and love to shout them out and, you know, congratulate their hard work whenever we can.
Might need to get Judy a old hot cup of Joe up there, because if I were up there filming this game, I'd be freezing my you-know-what off. I'm happy to be in the booth, is all I can say. Another run of about 4. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 2. Ladies and gents, I've just heard word. Last home game.
Per Scheffner.
Per Schefter. Last home game, we saw Thomas Hohenschel get taken out. I believe it was before the second half started, maybe second quarter. We're hoping the best with that. We've heard news that he's going to be out for the season, which is with a broken collarbone. Ladies and gents, a clean break. So, at least there's that. At least there wasn't any dirtiness going on. It was a clean break. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gents. But anyway, best of luck to Thomas. Hopefully that heals up quickly and he'll be ready to rumble next season because we saw him rip off that Riggins run in the first game, number 44. So yeah, hope he comes back better than ever.
Absolutely. And he's that type of guy that this is only gonna make him stronger, and that motivation in the off season will just be that much more after getting the majority of this season taken away from him. So excited to see what he's got in the tank for next season, and hoping for a speedy recovery because, like you said, he's one heck of a player for this Littleton team.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just going to bring up second at about 7. About maybe 6 or 7 yards.
Like 6, 7.
Second in about maybe 6 or maybe 7. All right, let's go, Littleton. Run a play, please. Thank you. Shotgun. Branko taking himself left side. Has some room. Good speed from Branko. He's dragged down to the
absolutely
17-yard line.
Good run there from Branko. Yet again. Looks like every time he touches the ball, it's a positive gain. So hope that continues. And
yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. We're not seeing much resistance from this Murdock defensive line.
No. Nope. They've been a sieve so far, so hopefully that continues.
Looks like we have a stoppage in play. Timeout Murdock.
Timeout Murdock. Well, and that brings me to a very important segment of this broadcast, and you just gulleted a piece of pie yourself.
Yep, absolutely.
So give me a 1 through 10 rating, and then talk about the 3 factors: the sauce, the cheese, and the crust for us.
Yep, and before I do, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's game sponsor, as we already mentioned, DiNapoli's Pizza. That's what I just sunk my teeth into. So go ahead and scan that QR code on the screen there and get yourself some pizza, and it should be there by halftime. Enjoy the second half with a nice, warm piece of pie. I mean, what can get better than that? Watching Littleton beat down the absolute brakes off Murdock while also getting some nice pizza in your mouth.
Yeah.
But anyways, that brings me to my original point here that you had asked. So I just ate a singular slice of the cheese pizza. As you previously mentioned, it is cold, but I'm not going to factor that into the rating.
That would just be unfair.
Crust, very good. Ate the whole crust. Some pizzas, I tend to just leave that crust.
Yeah.
Like
maybe like a market basket pie, just leave it.
Yeah,
just leave it.
It's not even worth the calories.
It ain't even worth it.
This one was certainly worth the calories. I ate every little last bit of it.
Yep.
And it was nice and thin. Had good seasoning on it.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, the sauce, really liked the sauce.
Yeah. Wasn't too sweet.
No. It was a nice savory sauce that played very well with the cheese that they put on there as well. So
it did well.
If I had to give it a ranking out of 10, as far as the grand pizza scale goes, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Wow.
And if you, ladies and gentlemen, aren't familiar with the grand scheme and scale of pizza ratings, an 8.5 rating is very, very good. So go ahead and get you some DiNapoli pizza, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
All right, Ben?
Exactly. Exactly.
Anyways, that's enough of the pizza. We got a football game to talk about.
978-486-8050 if my memory is correct.
So it looks like we got encroachment defense. Tigers are going to move the ball up 5 yards here and have a 1st and 5 instead of a 1st and 10. Murdock with another undisciplined play there.
Fitzgerald to the 5. Number 5 at the 5.
That was Andrew Harvey, actually, Ben.
Oh, really?
Number 6. Yeah. It's going to be number 6, Andrew Harvey. And it seems like every time he's touching the ball, he's falling forward today. So, keep the hot hand, as most coaches like to say. Ride the hot hand.
They do take him off the field. And now Fitzgerald's in there.
And you know what, Manny? I'm just going to say it right now. Fitzgerald's taking this one right up the gullet, scoring 6.
Gutty.
This is a touchdown.
A little Fitz gut.
This is a touchdown.
Oh, he rips it. Branco with the speed of a Bronco searching for the pylon.
Wow. Fakes out everyone. And does get the touchdown on the play. Tigers go up 13-0. And the crowd is going wild, ladies and gentlemen. And we also want to wish Branco, your Littleton Tigers QB, a happy belated birthday. Just turned 18 years old. That's exciting. Good for him. And you know what? He's got another touchdown on the resume to go with it. So.
And I'm glad he got a touchdown tonight because come Sunday, we're taking it to his father on this same field.
Casanovas. You betcha. That game is not even going to be close.
We'll report back with the score. I'm sure Lincoln will be all over it next week.
And Branco's 2 for 2 as he launches the ball over the netting into the parking lot. Almost smokes the white Subaru in a very inconvenient spot.
Yeah. Imagine parking there. He puts it in, he runs it in the end zone, and he puts it through the uprights again. I mean, what can't this guy do? What can't this guy do? Really? So, yeah. Pretty good start here for the Tigers. 14-0 with 8 minutes to go in the half. Just over, for that matter. And if you're Murdock, you better reach down and you better grab something. And that something better be everything you got because this is about the time that you need it.
And this game is going just about how we would want it to, that we called pregame. Get an early lead on these Murdock Blue Devils. They had to travel all the way here in the cold, playing against the Tigers on their home field. And, with each touchdown that the Tigers score, I can see those shoulders droop on that Murdock sideline just a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, Will, you talk about that road trip. That's certainly a factor here. Last season, Lincoln and I had the privilege to drive good old 50 or so minutes to Murdock, and we thought about getting a hotel. Oh,
wow. Andrew Harvey with the scoop on the onside kick as Branco shoots an absolute laser beam to the front line of the Murdock Blue Devils. And they didn't know what to do.
It was a worm burner from Branco. A worm burner. And it was headed at Mach 9 speed, and it bangs off the receiver's leg, and he just had no chance at it. I don't even know. I think he was trying to be a little dribbler, and Branco kind of scooped it. He kind of thinned it like a golf shot, but it ends up working out perfectly.
He sculled it right off the flag, and it sits next to the hole.
Yeah. Yep. Right off the pin. And now he's got a tap-in birdie.
Wow, just what the Tigers needed. Not really, but it's cool.
Oh.
And we got a flag here.
Flag was quick. I'm thinking this might be false start.
I think you're right, as they back the Tigers up 5 yards here. All right, they're still a little excited. Still
settle down
thinking
now.
about what just happened.
Crowd's starting to get into it. These players Just getting a little too excited there. Just jumping the gun just a little bit, but you know, that's all right. 1st and 15. Come on now. Let's keep the pressure going.
Gotta have a good play here on 1st down, get that yardage back, and then some. And then some.
And then some. Fitzy. Oh, Branko, excuse me. To the 42-yard line.
Branko, the keeper.
Now, I'm not too familiar with
40,
Murdock. Where
one and a
even
half.
is this? Where are they close to?
Winchendon, which I don't know if that really helps out your situation, but
I'm familiar with Winchendon. They were playing Lawrence Academy when we went and watched a former professor of ours, Coach Michael Foustakis.
Professor, I mean, that's a little generous, but. Uh-oh. Whoa! Haggerty with the catch, the touchdown. And he gets the Branko bomb deep for 6.
As the Tigers take a 20-0 lead, and Murdock don't know what to do.
You know, well, that ball was a little underthrown by Branko. We both said uh-oh when the ball was in the air, but both the DBs, they kind of underplayed it. It ends up falling right into Haggerty's arms, and he takes it to the house.
Wow. What a couple of electric plays.
Now let's really keep our foot on the throat and get that auto clock going, ladies and gents, because we all got somewhere to be tonight.
And it looks like the white Subaru is going to get out of town for this extra point. And
He bangs it.
Branko launches it right where it
Little
came
scuff
from.
on the ball, but it's worth it.
Alrighty, Ben. Wow. I cannot believe what we're seeing out of these Tigers right now. It looks like a completely different team. I mean, on all sides of the ball, these Tigers are humming right now.
The Tigers came ready to eat today.
They must have got a couple slices of that DiNapoli's pizza before the game.
And speaking of DiNapoli's pizza, ladies and gents, just want to give a nice little props, a little shout out to our hometown sponsor, DiNapoli Pizza. We'll give it an 8.5. 978-486-8050. Scan that QR code for an 8.5 pie.
Wow. Are we going to see Branko send in another laser beam this time? Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, I don't want to say it was on purpose, but if it was, that was genius. But that was a bullet. And you almost have to wonder.
And he does it again. This time he gets through. The Tigers rally to the ball. Make a nice tackle.
That's going to be Wyatt Neely. He's game captain today. He's not a captain. He's not a captain. He's a game captain today. He must be an honorable captain for the night.
Well, we got 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and if I'm not mistaken, this is only the second time we've seen the Tigers defense on the field.
Yeah.
So,
No, this is great stuff here. Great stuff.
If I'm the Tigers here, you got to watch over the top because Murdock's down 21-0 here. I don't see any sense in running this up the middle. I think they're going to take an air raid approach and try to bust it over the top.
Yeah.
So keep your head on a swivel. And it looks like the Tigers are going to drop down into a too-high safety look here.
Yeah, right as you say that, Will. And you mentioned this number 12, the quarterback, Liam Murphy for Murdock. Looks like he's a pocket passer. Looks like he's got a little gun on him. So, yeah. Drop down to that 2 safety high coverage. You know, cover up those big plays.
Absolutely. If you're the defense right now, you don't have to be heroes. All you got to do, you're up 3 scores here, 21-0. Just make them earn it. If Murdock's going to go down the field and score on you, it better just take up 5 to 6 minutes for them to do so.
Yeah.
Don't let them go right down the field with big plays. Just got to make them earn it methodical. And you've seen, we got some extracurricular here. At midfield, we got, who is that? It's going to be Fitzgerald. Table topping.
Fitzgerald.
Number 25, it looks like, for Murdock. And
that's going to be Blake St. Hilaire with a little jibber jaw.
Luckily, the refs keep the laundry in the pocket, but if that goes on, we could definitely see some flags fly. So,
Yeah.
hopefully Justin Leonard nips that in the butt here early and often. All right, so 3rd and long from Murdock. Not where they want to be, but get the Tigers right where you want them. So, big down here, and I got to imagine they're taking the air raid approach as they do so. Number 12 throws it deep.
To nobody.
To
Branco.
And Branco. This could be trouble for Murdock, Ben.
Well, Will, I don't know who Liam Murphy was looking at there, but he might have saw the ghost of Christmas past and the ghost of Christmas present. Branco is there to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. You know, we were just gassing him up for being a pocket passer, and that didn't look too much pocket passity in my book.
No. Look like no passity. No passity. Just don't even pass it if that's what you're going to do.
Pocket started to collapse on him there. Looks like he got a little antsy and just threw up the Hail Mary prayer.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, maybe if you had Jamar Chase on your team, but last time I checked, you only got number 4.
Yeah.
Nate Tatea.
And that's swallowed. That's swallowed like a piece of this D Napoli pie. Right in the backfield.
Alrighty, what's Littleton's approach going to be here? Are they going to go more conservative here, or are they going to still just keep the pedal to the metal? As they should.
I mean, they just tried to run it that first play for nothing but stuff city. But I agree with you, Will. Just keep the clock rolling here. Don't turn the ball over, and on the defensive side, don't give up any big plays like you were saying. So they get the penalty yardage back, or the lost game back, excuse me.
As number 1 is going to come into the game here, Damian Soar.
Damian Soar!
And even him just being in the game, you know Murdock's got to take a couple yards back.
Yeah.
You got to respect his threat over the top.
Yeah, you know, if you wear number 1, you better be fast, and he is exactly that.
Oh. Looks like nope, they're going to line up in trips left.
You know, well, for the people out there who don't know what trips is, did you want to explain that?
Ooh, as they fumbled the ball, Branco. Stop behind the line of scrimmage. Did a good job to fight back there. You got 4th and 10.
See what they do.
4th and 10, yeah, punt. They're going to punt this. I think that's smart. I don't mind it. Defense is playing out of its brain. And, you know, pin Murdock deep. They haven't shown us that they can do anything offensively. So, smart play. I like how Justin Leonard's coaching this game.
Yeah.
Back to the point that you made about trips. Trips formation is just when you put 3 receivers on one side of the ball. And then, yeah, that's all it is.
Branco back there to punt.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it was close. Good bounce. Little dribbler. Ground ball to the third baseman. Oh! And I'm thinking that flag's got to be on Littleton, right? Right, Will?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's Fitzgerald for horse collar. Maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe face mask.
I'll tell you what, Fitzgerald's getting fired up, and I like to see it, but I think he's letting his emotions get the best of him here as of late. We saw him with that little scuffle on the 50-yard line about. Could have got flagged for that, and now it looks like he's getting flagged here. So, you know, got to stay cool, calm, and composed.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game, so.
They do give him the 15-yarder with the horse collar, as you said. Will, you had a feeling it was going to be the personal foul. Which is, you know, if you're Littleton, you don't really want to do that right now. You don't want to give Murdock anything because Murdock has been suffocated lately. You give him 15 yards, all of a sudden they're up by the 40-yard line already with plenty of time to go in the first half.
9-yard line.
All right, nice little check down to number 8.
I'll tell you what,
Down play.
this Liam Murphy kid, the quarterback for Murdock, he has a very interesting delivery. It's like a sidearm kind of a deal. And originally I thought it was, just because he was under duress and trying to pop it out quickly, but that's just his normal throwing form, and kind of saw that form ended up doing him last drive.
What would be your NFL comparison as far as release?
Let's get another look here. Because
Tries to get him on the hard count, and Littleton stays disciplined.
hand it off.
Great play. That's going to be number 58. King. On the stop.
Isaiah Pimentel on the carry. King threw on the stop. Gives up a 3rd down.
Gonna be 3rd down, 3rd and short. 3rd and very manageable, 3rd and 2. But Murdock's letting this clock run. They gotta hurry up a little bit. I want to say they have, I think 2 timeouts. I think they only burned 1. But still, they gotta hurry up. We're getting down to almost 1 minute to go here, and they're not even at the 50 yet.
Little QB keeper. Not a bad play. Takes it for the first.
Liam Murphy with the carry.
Liam Murphy. You know what? I'm going to give him the player comparison. Well, the throwing comparison. Throwing form comparison. I'm going to give him Phillip Rivers.
This time, would like to ask anybody.
Yeah, a little short arm.
Yeah, a little
sidearm
A
release.
little shot put release.
Down to the ramp on Alumni Field.
Not a bad
Right up
comparison.
to Dr. Turner.
You know what I'm going to give Branko?
Your celebration will kick
Branko's
off
comparison
at halftime.
reminds me a lot of like a
Jackson Dart.
like a Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
He's not the, Branko's not the tallest, not the biggest quarterback in the world, but he's shifty, speedy, and when he needs to show that arm, he's got something there.
Yeah.
Murdock comes out here in a Twins look.
Oh, that ball's out.
That's a fumble.
That's out. We got it.
Wow. And that's another turnover for the Tigers. This one's getting out of hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, well, he just lost grip of the ball. Nothing else happened there. No contact. And, he can limp off all he wants, but that don't help his situation. Because that was a bad play by Liam Murphy. He went to go throw that ball, and he just lost grip of it. You talked about Kyler Murray, and actually you were comparing Bronco to him. Never mind. I was thinking the small hands thing,
Yeah. It's all right.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. It's not every day that we get to see these Littleton Tigers just absolutely mollywop the opponent. And that is just what we're seeing here.
And I would say it's more telling for Murdock the type of team they are.
Haggerty, good catch. Stiff arm. It's going to be about a 9-yard gain.
Integrity on the reception.
Looks like the ball came out there, but refs are going to blow him down. Good call.
Just from watching Murdock, this is a poor team.
Yeah.
Bad mistakes there. And if you're the Tigers, you should be doing exactly this, taking care of a cupcake squad like Murdock is.
Ben, I'm curious as to what your thoughts are on If you were under the helm for Murdock tonight, what do you think the score would be right now?
Probably like 56 to 21 or something like that.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, it's not crazy, but
Probably at least a 60 burger for the game. I mean, you'd have to think. Why? Well, what about you?
oh, just it'd get to a point where I just had to start taking it easy, honestly. I mean, there's only so many times that you can just throw an absolute laser perfectly down the field for a touchdown, and eventually it just gets old, right?
Franco gives it off. Fitzy searching. Has enough for the first. Just enough.
Good little run there. Bobs and weaves for the first down.
Coming in again by Blake St. Hilaire. First down for Littleton.
Now, what if you were at middle linebacker for Murdock? How many points do you think Littleton would have scored by now?
Well, let's just say the clock would be continuously running. Franco.
Back.
Oh,
Shake and
flag.
bake.
Might be holding.
Gonna take off with it. Hopefully it doesn't go too crazy because, I think this one's coming
Yeah,
back.
I think it is coming back. I don't know. Well, to be honest with you, dude, I have no idea. Middle linebacker, probably same thing. Same thing right now. This Littleton old line, man, it looks tough. It looks tough. It looks real tough.
I tell you what, if you got a good friend of mine, Damon Abbott's out there, he'd be handling business.
We'd be warming up the buses. I'd be in my car just about ready to go right now.
Yeah, so it's going to be holding. Pushes the chains back. Now Tigers backed up to the 50-yard line almost, but shouldn't be much of a problem against this Murdock defense. Let's see what they come out here on first down with. As the Tigers approach 20 seconds left here in the half. Still have 2 timeouts in the back pocket, so let's see how aggressive they get. We've seen Justin Leonard in times like this, head coach for Littleton, take a more conservative approach. And up 21-0 here, 3-score game. He might do just that. So
Kind of a big penalty. I thought the Tigers might be able to get some points, but
And it looks like Evans Fitzgerald, number 5 for Littleton's on the right side of the bench here, came out of the game. Looks like he's trying to fight through some sort of injury right now.
well, alrighty, ladies and gents, that's going to bring us to halftime. Your Tigers are up 21-0 on the Murdock Blue Devils. Ladies and gents, what a great game we have going here. So be sure to stick around. Stick around for halftime for these Littleton Lady Tiger cheerleaders. They always do such a great job right there at center field in the paw print. But yeah, and then after they're done performing, Will and I are going to be back here to give you the second half of this butt whooping so far here for the Tigers. So
Can't wait.
don't miss it. Be sure to be there, and we'll see ya for the second half. Welcome back here to Alumni Field in Littleton, Massachusetts, where the Tigers are stomping the Murdock Blue Devils here as they get ready to kick off the ball and start this second half on defense. We got a little Rage Against the Machine playing tonight. Everybody's fired up. Fans are going. People are standing up. We're ready to go here. So kick off the ball, Branko, and let's get this second half underway.
Let's go it. And we did just want to address this. We've been reading the comments, seeing what the audience has got to say, and we've gotten a lot of questions, Ben.
Scribbity gets through them.
Specifically, we received a question from one individual at halftime. What does the word mollywop mean? Because it seems to come up at least one time on each broadcast. So, Ben, as a good friend of yours, I know this is a word that you created, and so I'm just curious as to the origin of it and what does it mean exactly, mollywop?
Well, as far as the origin, I'm not too sure about that one, but as far as the definition, it's definitely going to be a verb. And it basically means to hit somebody very hard. And that's what the Tigers are doing right now.
Mollywopping the Blue Devils. Tigers pick up right where they left off and stuff this one in the backfield for it looks like what's going to be a loss of 3 yards. Maybe 2.
When I want to phone in a friend here. A guy that I normally do the games with here, Lincoln. And if you can hear me now that we have you, the professional rules analyst, Link, I want to hear what your thoughts were, what went on in that first half.
Ben, it was, if I had to put one word, it would be mollywop. It was just an old-fashioned spanking. I mean, Ben, we thought these Tigers weren't going to win a game all year, and I think that really speaks, to Murdock's football program.
Yes, absolutely, Lincoln. Absolutely, and I appreciate you sticking on the call for me, getting your insights in. I mean, you're the man of the hour. You would know better than anybody.
Absolutely. Ben, I do got to jump. I'm up over in Kingsborough doing a little scouting. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right, Link. Have a good one, man. So, yeah, ladies and gents, you just heard from Lincoln Palmer. Yeah, this has been a mollywhopping. So let's see what Murdock has on 3rd and 6.
Ooh, that could have been trouble.
Little miscommunication there. You know, that kind of looked like Rodgers yelling at his players last night against Cincinnati. Little miscommunication. Rodgers just turns around and just starts yelling, you know, like it's never his fault.
Yep. The Great Kazoo, as some call him.
Corey would have got a laugh out of that if he was here.
Yeah, missing Crory tonight, but, you know, we got Damon Abbott's on the helm. He's all right.
Wow.
Just kidding, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Damon is, you know, as good as it gets here.
The
at
best
LCTV.
in the business.
You
The
can't find
funniest heel.
you can't find talent like this anywhere in the world. So
There goes Branko.
we're
Give him up
grateful.
for
There he
We're grateful to
goes.
have him here.
There he goes.
Branko's taking
The
off.
son of a Bronco down the sideline back down.
Let's go. And you know what that means, Benny? That running clock is coming ever so close.
Keep that clock go. Run, run, run. Run that clock like Forrest Gump, baby.
Like Forrest Gump, run, 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 baby.
Because, ladies and gents, we can all use the extra time tonight. Whatever you're doing. If it's eating dinner, if it's getting ready, if it's watching a movie, we can all use that extra time. So let that clock go. Run, run, run.
All right, let's see if Branko can go 4 for 4 on extra points here. Don't see why he couldn't. He's been right down the middle with each and every one of these.
But it only took the Tigers 1 minute and 54 seconds. Branko. Good. Almost onto the softball field.
We have Thought King people watching on YouTube. Just so that
28 points on the board, and the cheerleader's going to do 28 more points.
Oh, wait, we met that guy at Brendan's birthday.
okay.
Brendan Abbott's coming up the stairwell to the booth as he says a quick hello in a big winter jacket, just for the matter, but 28 to Zilcheroo.
For your Littleton Tigers.
Excuse me, folks. A little bit of a dry throat. Got a little excited for that Branko touchdown. As Murdock sends 2 back there to receive. I feel like we were just doing this. I feel like Branko was just kicking off, but here we go again. And speaking of getting into their bag, what's Damon got going on over there?
You know, Damon, he keeps it classy, but not too classy.
Not too classy.
All right, let's see what Branko's got up his sleeve here. We've seen him rip that ball off the defender's face, and yeah, let's see. He goes for it again.
Wow.
Goes for it again, but doesn't get it. And Murdock's gonna record the recovery on that one.
Quick shout out. Number 51, Connor Hawthorne, running out to get the tee and running back, and he just sprints in to make it. Good job by him getting that tee and right in a timely manner.
Yeah, he's been Johnny on the spot with that tee tonight. Doing a
And
very good
Waters
job.
too. We saw him a couple weeks ago at home here handing out Waters. It was a frustrating week for the Tigers, slamming bottles and stuff. You know what he did? He picked those bottles right up off the ground and he fell them up again because that's the type of teammate that Hawthorne is. So good for him.
Steps back,
Oh!
throws to the flat. Good play there by number 4.
The caddy, maybe?
Is it? I'm not seeing a number 4 here. Am I blind?
Nope, number 4 is. No, it's not my caddy. Number 4 not on the roster. Can confirm.
Interesting. Alrighty.
Just under 10 to play.
2nd and 10. Just under 10. And Murdock's got about a total of 10 yards this entire game.
You know, Will, here's a topic I'd like to bring up with you. What are your thoughts as a Kansas City Chiefs fan yourself?
Yes.
As an outsider's perspective, what are your thoughts on Drake May? Do you think how good of a quarterback is he really? Because he's the franchise guy. It doesn't take much to be the franchise guy these days. You got to be a little better than average. But just how good is he?
You know, I like what I've seen from the youngster so far. A couple tough years with, Gerard Mayo, but I think he's finally found his OC and Josh McDaniels and looks comfortable. Stays composed, which is a big thing. He doesn't have that deer in the headlights look.
Yeah.
And, I really wasn't too sure about him until that Buffalo game, but he goes into Buffalo and
Yeah.
right, it was in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes into Buffalo to Highmark Stadium and takes down the Super Bowl favorites and former MVP Josh Allen in a head-to-head battle. So as looks like Murdock's going to take a timeout here. But yeah, I've liked what I've seen from the youngster so far, and I think he can get some more weapons and just keep building that experience. He's got a bright future. I don't mind the guy at all. And it's been a while, so might as well come back to it and give a little shout out to tonight's game sponsor, DiNapoli's Pizzeria. And go ahead and scan that QR code before it's too late and get yourself some late night pie while you watch the Littleton Tigers continue to whoop up on the Murdock Blue Devils. So.
And speaking of whooping, I heard DiNapoli's got some good desserts, so get yourself a little whoopie old pie with that pizza pie and get yourself a little 2-stage meal.
Absolutely.
978-486-8050 or scan the QR code.
Back to Drake May, though. I remember in that draft when, things were going down, a good friend of mine was really fighting me on, I don't think they should take the quarterback at 3. Maybe just trade down and take an offensive lineman. And, my stance was, no, you got to take the guy. Maybe it doesn't work out, but you got to take the guy in hopes that he is the guy. And, so far it looks like he might be the guy. So I'm going to have to get in contact with that old buddy of mine. Haven't heard from him for a while, so
yeah,
see what he's thinking now.
Yeah, well, I was, the same opinion as you. Not quite too sure what the kid had to offer, but I will say I was never one to criticize his personality. I always thought that he was the right guy as a person for the job. And now that I've seen the skills back it up, and now, a lot of these young guys, they get off to a hot start, and then, they're just not able to, finish their career on a good note. But I think May, he's got the personality and the skills to do it. So why not? I like him.
Yeah, let's see him win a playoff game. That's going to say a lot. But enough of that, because we got old Branco under the helm today.
Old Branco. Now, if old Branco can get us to 30.
He's been playing a very good game here for the Tigers. Hands it off to, that's Harvey, right? I believe, Andrew Harvey. Yep. Number 6, Andrew Harvey's going to take it for about 5, maybe 4 yards. And set the Tigers up with a manageable 2nd down here. Tigers have just been able to do whatever they so please offensively throughout this game. And besides that first drive, there was a couple plays there where, looked like maybe Murdock could show some resistance here. But other than that, Tigers have had their way.
Yeah.
And, you know, a big thing here is I think that if you can punch this ball in to the end zone, go up 34, 35 if Branko makes the extra point, Justin Leonard can start thinking about getting some of these youngsters who don't see the field much in, you know, the future of the program. Get them some experience under those boots. And, yeah, so as my colleagues here get in a bit of a scuffle, but
Third and 6, nonetheless. Quick shout out to Judy. We call her Judy in the cold because she's in the cold with the camera, but she's doing a great job up there. So quick shout out.
Absolutely, doesn't miss a beat.
And if she wants an old piece of Di Napoli old piece of pie, just head on down to the booth, Judy, and you'll get yourself a nice little piece of pie here. It'll warm you right up.
And you better hurry before Damon Abbott gets his fingers on it.
Damon already got his fingers on me, and I didn't like that, so I can't imagine how this pie feels.
Oh, Damon. Alrighty, so we got, fourth down, Benny. 4th down and 1. Let's see what the Tigers pull out here. Harvey's going to take it. No resistance.
Harvey!
Wow, go play. And that's not R.J. Harvey. That's Andrew Harvey.
No.
Whoa.
No, and it ain't Steve Harvey either. But this Harvey also knows all the answers.
You know, Ben, this has been a great all-around game, offensively and defensively. What do you think Justin Leonard's going to do when he gets home to celebrate?
I think as the Tigers get a few yards, I think, maybe a nice steak dinner.
Yeah, he seems like a steak guy. He definitely gets behind that grill and handles business.
Maybe a steak dinner with some mashed taters and some asparagus.
Yep. Are we thinking homemade mashed taters, or is he just gonna instant mashed potato that on the stove?
Actually, I take back the mash. I think he's gonna dice the potatoes up, little olive oil, with some salt and some pepper, and he's gonna roast them.
Nice. Maybe throw a stick of butter on that when it comes out. Yeah.
Oh, Leonard got that stick of butter on there.
Yeah, he does. He loves the flavor, just like anyone does.
Yeah.
Especially Abbott's. Damon Abbott's, that is. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Just got some ruckus in LCTV headquarters here.
Excuse me.
You're excused. Anyways, we got, looks like 3rd and goal here. Tigers going to come out in the shotgun as they always do. Evan Fitzgerald in the backfield, and he's going to get the carry. And Murdock making a bit of a stand here. Props to them because they could have just tucked their tail and said, yeah, go ahead and score. I just want to go home. But no, they're fighting, so credit to them.
They could have chihuahua'd it, but instead they're out here like a Rottweiler trying to finish the job. And the Tigers, it looks like it's going to be about 4th and a long 7, call it 8, and they're going to bring out Branko to kick this sucker through. And we saw Branko kick and eat from 50 yards easy in the wind, easy in warm-up. So we'll see what he has here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and it's blocked.
Wow.
Oh,
tackle him.
Blocked.
Got to tackle him. Get him down.
Wow.
This
could be trouble for the Tigers.
You know, well, it's obviously bad news because it got blocked and the Tigers didn't score. But you want to know why else it's bad news?
Why?
Because that clock.
That clock ain't running. She gonna be crawling.
She gonna be crawling.
She gonna be crawling. Well, I mean, props to Murdock. Like we said, they're not just letting the Tigers take this one home. They're gonna fight to the very end, and I think that has a lot to do with the culture over there. They might not be the best team in the world, but they have a good culture, and that's how you build a program.
No. Oh, good block.
Yeah, I was saying.
I don't.
Wow, and sportsmanship.
Yeah.
He helps him up after pancaking him.
I don't.
Let's give him a shout out.
I don't say this too often, but A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, the captain for the Murdock Blue Devils, just absolutely. It was a kick out block, and he just came down and ate that Tiger's lunch. And then after the play's over, he helps him up. So A-Rod,
Class act.
good job there. You know, well, I know you. After you're knocking somebody down, you ain't helping them up.
I might stick my hand out, but I'm gonna stick it right back up. Murdock gonna pick up the first down here, and you know they have a little momentum going right now.
They do.
You know, might be a little too late as we approach 3 minutes left here in the third quarter, but yeah, pick up the first down here, and they seem to be moving the ball well. They come out in the shotgun. Little read option. He's going to keep it to the running back.
Runzo Bunzo. I don't know if that's the play call you want if you're Murdock.
Good pursuit there from the Tigers. Getting tackle. It's going to be a loss of 2. 2nd and 12.
You know, well, I have to say if I'm down 28-0, I'm probably not running it up the gut on my side of the field with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. But hey.
Yeah, well.
Probably don't have too much of a quarterback back there.
Yeah. They tried to go deep early in the game, and it kind of went awry, so. Or awry, rather.
Oh,
oh! That was a house call waiting to happen.
That would have been the man of the hour, Harvey. Oh.
You know
that
what?
would have been something.
You know what I'll say is this game's looking eerily similar to what the Casanovas might experience when they face off against the all-around Tigers at the Alumni Field right here at 9 a.m. Sunday morning. Men's League flag football.
Rise and shine and put on your big boy panties because it's time to go against the Casanovas.
I mean, Ben, you've experienced firsthand just the environment and the mindset when you're on that all-around Tigers sideline and it's Casanova's week.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit different.
Yeah, that's the game you got to win. And, you know, the all-around Tigers, Westford Real Estate, I call them a joint team if you're asking me. But I'd say this franchise is on a generational run right now, and we haven't lost a game in a long time. So hopefully we can keep that streak on going till the end of the season.
Absolutely. There's nothing I like more than waking up at 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning and schooling some adults in flag football.
Schooling some people we're 25 years younger than. Nothing feels better.
Yeah, nothing feels better.
Timeout, Murdy. All right, well. Last week, I gave my best bet of the day. By the way, not financial advice. Patriots
Or
on the
gambling
spread.
advice.
Patriots on the spread against the Bills. I said, hey, take them. Will, this broadcast is all you. What's your best bet? You have to look. You have to look at the book.
Yeah. Let me get back to you on that. It's been a busy week. I haven't really hit the research too hard, but want to make sure I have a well-informed decision here.
Well, a little Creedence Clearwater Revival plan here. I like it. You know this. You know this is a Mr. Lynn request.
My best bet of the week, Ben, is going to be the Los Angeles Chargers on the spread, -1.5. And here's why. The Colts, sitting at 5-1. One might think, hey, they're looking pretty legit this year. But me, I say nay. If you look at who they've played, it's been a bunch of stiffs. And if you look at the games that they've won, they shouldn't have beat the Broncos. I think we all remember the leverage play on that missed field goal.
Yeah.
Should have lost that game. And
a folly floater.
And this one's going to the house. This
Hey.
one.
Oh,
doesn't quite get
well,
there.
that looked like, speaking of softball, looked like a slow pitch softball pitch right there. Little folly floater. Anyway,
yeah, as
continue.
I was saying, Ben, I just think that all things considered, you look at the Colts' schedule, you look at who they beat, you look at the one game that they lost, you look at who's under helm, Daniel Jones. I think they're a little overvalued in this spot on the road in LA. Taking the Chargers, so that's Allen. That's Allen's best.
And
bet
you're
of the
taking
week.
them on this. You're taking them.
Chargers -1.5.
You're not even saying money line. You're going with the points.
Nah, might as well take the 1.5. I mean, if you lose by the 1 point, then so be it. That's just your luck.
Oh. Fitzgerald gets the direct
Makes nothing out
snap.
of something, and that's
And-
going to be a touchdown.
And you know you're having a good day when the snap is bad, but it ends up being a touchdown, ladies and gents. And now the score is 34-0. Ladies and gents, if you're looking for something to do tonight, head on over to Dirigible Brewing. 24 Porter Road, Littleton, Massachusetts. Maybe order yourself a little D Napoli pie. Get your pie from tonight's game sponsor on the screen now. And then go head on over to Dirigible Brewing. If you're 21 and over, get yourself a beverage, an adult beverage. If not, then just it's good vibes over there. So 24 Porter Road, Littleton, Mass, Dirigible Brewing. Yeah, pull up the game too. Watch the game too. Why not? Maybe rewatch it. If you love to hear Will and I talk so much, maybe rewatch the game.
And slap a little like on that video while you're at it. Yep, subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit that notification bell, and you'll never miss out on another LCTV broadcast in your life. So come
Yeah.
along for the ride, because this place ain't going nowhere. We're in it for the long run, so might as well join us and, see what we're all about.
Yeah, and if you do head over to the Napoli tonight, tell them the boys over at LCTV sent you. The boys and Judy at LCTV.
Yeah, tell my main man Mauricio that LCTV sent you, and he'll make that pie real nice for you.
He'll take care of you over there as the Tigers. Lady Tigers just banged out 35 push-ups. You got to hand it to them. Now, well, we're not going to, let's not, obsess over the form of those, but hey, they got 35, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, 35, 25, it don't matter.
And that's that magic number that's going to keep that clock on rolling. Uh-oh. Looks like Miss Bridges yelling at some students, yelling and pointing. Can you confirm, William?
Yeah, it looks like Miss Bridge is fired up.
Oh,
And
Miss Bridge. Oh, you don't want to cross her bridge right now, let me tell you, because the troll's sitting right underneath.
yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Live action. Oh,
Neon shirt.
She's chewing him out. Oh, and he's going to take a walk.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's going to walk this one out. Oh, and he's hearing it still.
Oh. Speaking of the great kazoo, he's got the great kazoo in his ear.
Oh! That's going to be another interception for number 4, who we do not have on the roster, but he made a great play, and he's fired up.
J.C. Jackson.
J.C. Jackson.
Isn't Quandre Diggs number 4? He's an interceptor, isn't he? Or is he 7?
Quandre Diggs.
Yeah.
That's like the most random player ever.
No, it's not. He got a bunch of those interceptions. Why's the clock stop?
Hey, we got 35 points. I don't want to see these Littleton Tigers get some injury because the clock wasn't running. We got more games to play.
Yeah. We got old Yerk waiting on us.
Oh, that was a big crunch. 77's helmet came off. Yeah, Ben, so concerned with the clock here tonight. What do you got, a hot date?
Just hanging out with old Yerk. Yerk's going to take us to the promised land, baby.
No, you're not coming, Damon. Sorry. Alrighty, so Tigers make another great interception. Oh, I mean, Ben, I'm really starting to feel bad for number 12 on Murdock.
Yeah,
he's had a rough night. This guy.
You know, at what point do you just sit him down and say, "Hey, just start getting ready, start watching film for next week"?
Yeah, he just looks a little antsy in the pocket. Doesn't seem to be comfortable. You know, to his credit, his O-line hasn't done him much favors, but I mean,
We have 10 seconds left.
you still got to take care of the ball no matter what. That's your number one job as the QB. So, and it's really been the main reason that this game's got out of hand is just the turnovers from Murdock.
Alrighty, Roo. As the third quarter ends, this might be a good time to mention tonight's game sponsor. Once again, 2 free pies. You mention them a lot. 978-486-8050 Nap.
Go ahead and scan that QR code and get you some pizza.
Nice box here. A good box art. Looks like some sort of
Go back on.
Italian. What do you say? A villa? What do you call that? A villa? I don't know.
Some would call it a villa. Some would call it a village. No matter where you come from, this pizza's for you. So go ahead and get you some DeNapoli's warm piece of pizza pie.
Nice box. Good box. Good structure.
Good box structure.
Speaking of box structure, Murdock better stack the box to stop this Tiger team. If you know what I mean.
Ain't that the truth?
Trivia question. What percentage of Earth's oceans are undiscovered by humans?
I'm fairly certain that it's in the 90s. Wow.
Damien Soar!
Did he score? We have a tough angle on it, ladies and gentlemen.
Waiting for the signal, and he give it to him.
And he gives it to him.
The Tiger
Soar! Soars into the end zone for the touchdown, Tiger!
Yeah. Yep, he soared. He also better ice up later, or else he's going to be sore tomorrow.
and you can surely bet that the Tigers are going to go up 42-0 here because Branko's going to send this one right through the uprights.
Branko Steady Eddie, a.k.a. Nick Folk. What does he have?
Nice, puts it through. Yeah, Ben, I think it's around like 92% for the ocean waters that are undiscovered.
Any more guesses?
72.
Damon, any guesses?
95.6%.
Damon Abbott's 95% is the correct answer.
And he looked it up on his phone. Can we see his search
He
history?
totally did. He totally did. Look at his face. He's red as a tomato.
Damon's been known to be a bit of a sly dog.
He's sly, all right.
Oh, he's sly, all right.
He's sly like Joey.
Joey Sly. Kicker for the Washington Commanders. Speaking of Commanders, Tigers have commanded this whole entire game. It's really been a treat to watch.
Yeah.
But it has also, come with its ups and downs here as, gotta sit next to Damon for this whole game, so.
Sorry about that.
Just kidding. It's all love. No cameraman or camera woman that I would rather be doing this game with here than Damon Abbott and Judy up top. So it's really been a pleasure.
Judy Moody and the Not Bummer Summer, baby. What were you saying before that?
What?
Before your Damon diss? What were you saying before that? I had something I was going to say. Oh, commanding. The Commanders. Speaking of commanding, Miss Bridges, she's been commanding these fans all night here in the bleachers.
Someone's got to keep them in check. They get a little rowdy here in Littleton. Would you say this is one of the better environments in the league, Ben? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the fans pretty much always show to Alumni Field now. Now, normally by halftime, they're a little somber. But this is different. Everybody's up in their seat.
Fumble.
Tigers
Another
may have
missed
got
exchange. Looks like Murdock's going to recover.
I mean,
man, they're really turning this ball over right now.
Yeah. I mean, holy smokes, you might as well put a couple traffic cones back there, and maybe they can do a better job fielding the ball.
Second down.
Alrighty, second and about 12 for Murdock. And they're going to continue to run. It looks like Murdock's just packing this one up. They're going to continue to run.
I'm fine with it personally.
Wow, number 4 did not look bad on that play. I'm surprised they didn't get them the ball more tonight.
Yeah.
I think Murdock came in here a little unprepared. Lack of a game plan, lack of execution, undisciplined. And the Tigers made them pay for it.
Tigers came ready to go.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No doubt about that. And it's good to see. It really is.
But the Tigers, I mean, themselves, they,
Oh, wow.
Wow, good catch. Tigers can't sit here and rest on their laurels because they've been in Murdock's shoes here one too many times. So they know what it's like to be on the other end of the equation. It's not a good feeling. So it's good to see them on the winning side of the equation here tonight. And hopefully this is something that they can carry into their next couple of games. And
somebody's switching a jersey.
Yeah, it looks like. Maybe is that number 4 because we don't have them on the Yeah, it is number 4. He just tossed the 4 jersey. What number is he putting on now? Who is this? Looks like he's putting on number 5. Oh,
53.
Fitzgerald.
No, 53.
Oh, 53. Who's that going to be? Reed Jeffries.
So why are they checking for those?
He might have got some blood on his previous jersey that had to be rinsed off or something. Who knows? Huh. Alrighty. Closing in on 5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter with your Littleton Tigers up 42-0. Ben, if you had to give one brief description of what went right for the Tigers in this game and what went wrong for the Murdock Blue Devils, I'm just curious what it would be.
For Littleton, just one word, mollywop.
Sorry to interrupt. As Murdock fumbles the ball once again, and it looks like it's gonna be Murdock's ball still. All right, Ben, what were you saying?
For Littleton, one word, I'd say mollywop. For Murdock, I would say incompetent.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think that covers it. Pretty intensively, but if I'm going to pick one word for Murdock, I'm going to say
murky.
Yeah, let's go. That was another pick. Oh, wow.
I'm going to stick with incompetence.
Yeah, this is tough.
And it's the man of the hour, number 4, who's wearing number 53. Wait, is that his 3rd pick of the day? Oh, it's a hat trick. Right?
I think it's his 2nd. Yeah, Branko got 1.
Oh, okay, maybe a 2nd.
But anyways, yeah, one word to describe Murdock. I think murky's pretty good, but I'm going to say just dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional. That's a good one.
And one word for Littleton, I'm going to say motivated.
No.
Motivated and sharp and crisp.
That's 3.
Yeah.
I got 3 words.
Okay, go ahead.
Came to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we haven't mentioned, looks like we got a new little QB under the helm here. Number 7, Justin Casey.
I like this kid. He can throw the ball downfield. I'd like to see them do it.
Watching the up-and-coming Littleton Tigers future quarterback in the coming years. Is this what we're seeing right now, ladies and gentlemen?
I know he has a long completion to Damian Sora. I'd love to see that connection again right here, right now in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Damian Sora is the future of this program as far as I'm concerned. Would you agree with that, Ben?
Definitely one of the blue chip pieces, and I think this number 7 kid I think he's only a sophomore if I'm remembering correctly. So, yeah, I like the 2 of them a lot.
Yeah, man. I think as long as Damian Sora goes about everything the right way, seems like a bright kid with a good head on his shoulders, and just get in that weight room, put some LBs on, and yeah, man, he's got a bright future. This guy, only a freshman, so. Only a freshman, he's making an impact at the varsity level. You don't see that every day. You really don't. So.
Yeah, well, and this Littleton team, they got some 8th graders on the team. Kind of crazy to think, but.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So we come up on the 2 minutes to go.
Wait, I don't know if Damian Sore's a freshman. It's saying here on the sheet that he's class of 2026. Damian Sore, the senior, out of nowhere. Just in case he streaks down the sideline, he could be gone.
He's out.
He stepped out. He stepped out. Let's see what Justin Leonard does here. Is he going to knee the ball out, or is he going to just throw another touchdown on the board?
Is Damian Sore really a senior?
Yeah, dude. It says 2026.
Wow.
Class of 20, unless that's a typo.
Real. Next year is 2026.
Wow.
I feel old. I'm gonna be 20.
I think Justin Leonard's gonna take the classy approach here and knee this ball down. I mean,
At the conclusion of tonight's contest,
I think that's what they're discussing.
I mean, I feel like you have to, right?
Yeah. What's the point? You wouldn't want to get anybody hurt.
You know,
I think this is the end of the game.
Yeah.
well, it's also, you know, Littleton. Yeah, there we go. Need that ball.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Such a good game for the Tigers, man. Just
Absolutely.
they started out on a little different note with the double pass, and I know that play didn't work out, but you started to think, hey, you know, this is a little different story this week. And that's exactly what they did. They kept the momentum, and they're gonna end up 42 to zilt. That is a mollywhopping. That is what you love to see, and that is what we need to see more of in the future, Will.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in for another great and entertaining LCTV broadcast. Just want to give a huge shout out to Damon, filling in for Mark Rory here under the helm, handling all the logistical things that go into this. It's not easy, but he does one heck of a job.
Yes.
And don't forget Judy up there.
Judy!
Brave
Judy!
soul,
Instead
getting
of Rudy,
it done
you know?
in the cold with the camera. Props to these guys.
Absolutely.
Great work. And Ben, it's always a pleasure, you know, calling the games with you. And yeah, thanks for having me, LCTV. First class organization.
First
Always a
class.
pleasure.
Ladies and gents, for William Allen, my name is Benjamin Storman. Thank you all for joining LCTV, and catch us for the next game.